Ndewonu, my people. Before maps were drawn by foreign hands, before borders were named and nations were divided, there lived a people whose lives were guided by land, labor, and liberty. This is Igbo land. Stretching across forests, rivers, and red earth plains, the Igbo homeland thrived long before colonial contact. Here, life was not ruled by crowns or empires, but by community, custom, and conscience. To the Igbo, the earth was not merely soil beneath the feet, it was Allah, a living force. Allah fed the people, protected morality, and punished injustice. To harm the land or break its laws was to offend both the living and the ancestors. In this world, economy and society were inseparable. Every harvest, every market, every decision was guided by balance between man and nature, wealth and responsibility, freedom and order. This is the story of Igbo Pre-Colonial Economics and Society. Igbo society began not in palaces but in the family compound. The foundation of life was the umuna, the extended family. Here identity was formed. Here land was inherited. Here every individual learned duty, respect, and belonging. Villages were made up of kindreds, and kindreds formed communities. Leadership was collective, not absolute. In most Igbo societies, there were no kings. Power did not rest in one man, it rested in the people. Elders guided decisions through councils. Age grades enforced laws, built roads, and protected villages. Title holders such as Nze and Ozo were honored not for birthright, but for character, wealth earned honestly, and service to the community. Justice was rooted in omenala, customary law. Disputes were settled publicly. Truth mattered, reputation mattered, and above all, the community mattered. The true wealth of pre-colonial Igbo society grew from the land. Farming was sacred work. Land was communally owned, yet individually cultivated. Each season followed ancestral wisdom: clearing, planting, tending, and harvest. At the center of Igbo agriculture stood the yam, ji. The yam was not just food, it was status, it was pride, it was proof of a man's discipline and strength. A large barn of yams spoke louder than any boast. Women cultivated cocoyam, vegetables, and legumes. Men planted yams. Together, they sustained households and villages. When the harvest came, the people gathered for the Iri Ji Ohuru, the new yam festival. No one tasted the new crop until rituals of gratitude were offered. It was a celebration of labor, unity, and abundance. Time itself moved to the rhythm of Igbo markets. The 4-day market cycle, Eke, Orie, Afor, and Nkwo, regulated trade, travel, and social life. Markets were more than places of exchange. They were centers of news, marriage arrangements, diplomacy, and culture. Igbo traders exchanged palm oil, iron tools, cloth, pottery, salt, and foodstuffs. Trade routes connected villages to distant neighbors, Igala, Benin, cross-river communities, and beyond. Money existed, but it was not king. Cowries, manilas, and bata were used, yet wealth was also measured in people, trust, skill, and honor. A dishonest trader was poorer than a man with empty hands but a good name. Igbo society was industrious. Blacksmiths worked with fire and iron, crafting hoes, knives, spears, and farming tools. Their work fed villages and defended homes. Their knowledge was respected, sometimes feared, and often sacred. Weavers produced cloth. Potters shaped vessels for cooking and ritual. Wood carvers created masks and symbols that carried spiritual meaning. Nothing was wasted. Utility and beauty worked hand in hand. The palm tree stood as an economic pillar. Palm oil and kernel production supported households long before foreign demand transformed it into a colonial export. Igbo women were not silent participants in society. They were farmers, traders, mothers, and organizers. Many markets were dominated by women who controlled prices, supply, and distribution. Igbo society practiced a dual-sex system of governance. Men governed men's affairs, women governed women's affairs through assemblies such as Mikiri and Umuada. When injustice threatened economic balance, women acted collectively, boldly, and effectively. Their power was social, moral, and economic. Like many ancient societies, Igbo communities practiced systems of dependency. Some individuals served households as laborers or apprentices. Others were pawns during times of debt or crisis. Yet these systems were social, not racial. Assimilation was possible. Mobility existed. A person's future was not permanently sealed by birth alone. Skill, loyalty, and hard work could transform status over time. Spirituality governed conduct. Deities, Alusi, watched over morality, trade, and justice. Certain days were sacred. Certain actions were forbidden. Markets closed to honor the unseen forces believed to sustain balance. Fear of spiritual consequences enforced honesty where no written law existed. Education did not happen in classrooms. It happened in farms, workshops, and village squares. Young people learned through observation, correction, proverbs, and storytelling. Apprenticeship was the path to mastery. Wealth was earned through skill, patience, and perseverance, not inheritance alone. Then came disruption. Foreign powers arrived with new laws, new taxes, and new economies. Indigenous systems were dismantled. Cash crops replaced subsistence farming. Authority shifted away from the people. What once functioned through balance was forced into extraction. Yet the spirit endured. In modern markets, in entrepreneurship, in resilience and adaptability, the foundations of Igbo pre-colonial economics still live on. This is more than history. It is memory. It is identity. It is Igbo. Thank you for watching today's episode of The Igbo's Heritage. If this video taught you something new about Igbo people and culture, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. What topic should we explore next? Until next time, I say, Jisianu ike, ke kwa wonu, and may our heritage continue to shine. See you in the next video.